So it's known for the devotee, and second is known for the temple. And the temple is one of the 108 Divya Desams, the divine places. 108 Divya Desams of Lord Vishnu. The first Divya Desam is Vaikuntham, which is celestial world, astral world, and the second is Srirangam. Now, the beauty is, Srivilliputhur is the second Divya Desam in the category next to Sri Vaikuntham, next only to Srirangam. So Srirangam is 2A and Srivilliputhur is 2B. So, dedicated to Vishnu, and who is worshipped as Vatapatra Sai and his consort Lakshmi as Andal. And the other glory of Srivilliputhur temple is the Tamil Nadu government has for its official symbol the tower, the Gopuram of Srivilliputhur Gopuram is what you see in the Tamil Nadu seal. The government has adopted as Tamil Nadu insignia, whatever they call it, that emoji for Tamil Nadu. How is the Srivilliputhur temple? Okay. Now, so the temple, Vatapatra Sai. And the other interesting fact about Srivilliputhur temple is that the parrot that decorates Andal's left hand, that she holds in the left hand in the temple, is made fresh every day. So that parrot is made, crafted, handcrafted every day from biodegradable elements like banana leaves and pomegranate flower and from the pinwheel jasmine. It's strung together in the form of a beautiful parrot with banana leaves, this pinwheel jasmine, and the beak of the parrot is the pomegranate flower that has the same color as the real parrot. So this is a gentleman, the present generation, who makes, there was an article in Hindu, so how this is done. So it takes about 4 hours for him to make this parrot, and pretty much the same time that it adorns Andal's left hand. So same time as it stays in her hand, same time it takes to make, and it's made fresh. It's a new one is made every day. Anyway, and the deity is Vatapatra Sai. Wow. Kola vilake kodiya vidaname alin ilayai arulelo remba. Alin ilayai arulelo remba. Pastor number 26. She calls him Alin ilayai. Alamaram, Kallaalamaram is a very spiritual tree associated with our spiritual activity. Dakshinamurti sits under the Kallaalamaram, and Lord Vishnu as baby Krishna holding his right toe in his mouth. What a sight there. Floats upon this leaf of this Udumbar tree. Why did he do that? Because he is the maintainer of the world. Even during Pralayam, he maintains it. What a job he does. Even during destruction and deluge, he is there always to protect you. Even in your life, when there is destruction and deluge, he is the one floating in the leaf of your heart. Your heart is that leaf. So floating in that leaf and gently smiling, I'm here, my child, don't worry, I hold you together. That's exactly what he did. This is what he did to Prahalada. My child, I'm with you. What was not done to Prahalada? So he held him together. Even at the time of deluge, complete destruction, what was not done to Meera? But he said, my child, I am that all in Nilai, the heart. I am in that heart. So long as I'm in your heart, I'll hold you together. Nothing can do anything to you. Poison, mountains, lions, no. Swords, nothing. This is Markandeya Rishi who did tapas. There's a little story that he wanted to, after many years of tapas, because when rishis start doing tapas, the first place that gets shaken up is Indralokam, because Indra is now worried that is a danger coming to his throne. So he sends a deluge and all that thing, and then still, Markandeya Rishi prayed, and then Lord Krishna appeared to him. He says, "What boom? Because you did so much tapas." He says, "I want to see your biggest maya, your biggest leela. So this is my biggest leela. Even though there is deluge, I'm going to protect all this." So he contained the entire universe inside of him, and then floated on this leaf on the deluge. And Markandeya Rishi came close to him. He was sucked inside of Lord Krishna, where he saw this whole cosmos. So that is Vatapatra Sai. You know, in Tamil we don't have this four pas, four kas or four das. Everything is there's only one ta or da. We call it da, and then and depending upon the context where that letter comes, it becomes a ta or a da. So we always used to say this Vadabhadra Sai. It was not even Patra, it was Vadabhadra Sai. In Tamil, that's what we say, Vadabhadra Sai. So while growing up, you know, your children, and then during Margali, the pujas are observed. In our village, it was done very beautifully. We had a little group of these Naidus, and the leader was called Angaya Naidu. And my uncle was a very big part of this. He used to play the drum with this big namam. So we'd all go there and celebrate this Margali bhajans. They will all come in the street every morning. My mother would go and wash their feet and do little arati for them. All this is wonderful sights. What a sight that was. So Margali. So I used to ask her mother, "Mama, what is Vadabhadra Sai? Vadabhadra Sai means what is this?" And then sometimes she would say, "Krishna came from the north." She just gave us all these different explanations, different times. He came from the north, so Vadakku. Vada means north. Bhadra, he is all auspicious. And he is a little tilted, Sai. So Vada Sai means, Sai Sanjirkiradu, means you are tilted. So he is a little tilted. Krishna, he came from there. See how he is tilted? And so he is Vada Bhadra Sai, the one from the north who always does auspicious things to you. And sometimes when she was in a jovial mood, she would give this wonderful explanation. He says, then as children you don't have the patience to sit through this. So she would say, if you sit through this, the reward is there. He says, what reward? Vada Bhadra Sai? He says, yes. Vadaya Bhadrama vachirundu Sayandrama kudupar. Vada means vada. You make vada, the little snack. Bhadra in Tamil means also safe keep. And Sai means Sayangalam, evening. So when the sun sets, Sai means setting. Sanjirichi. Setting means it's a Saidal. So the sun setting. So he says the one who will keep the vadas. So really, we will get the vadas, but we don't know where it came from. But he says, Vadaya Bhadrama vachirundu Sayandram kuduvar. Sayandram kudupar. So Vada Bhadra Sai. But none of this is true. So eventually we learned Vada Patra Sai means Vata. Vata Vita Samipe, that Kallalamaram, that banyan tree is Vata Vriksha. Patra is that leaf. The one who floated on the leaf during Pralaya is Vata Patra Sai. And I'm not sure most of you of my generation would have seen that movie from 1945, Meera, where M.S. Subbulakshmi has done an amazing job, one of her first movies. 1945 was before I was born, 6 years before I was born. Probably most of you are not born there. It came a couple of years before, so 6 years before I was born. I was born in 1951, so this was in 1945, this movie came. So M.S. Subbulakshmi still was in her teens. What a wonderful movie. So there, at the end, she played that Meera, role of Meera. And there was this beautiful bhajan at the end of this. Mayanai kana mamuniyorgal பார்க்கடல் தேடிய வந்தார் கண்ணன் லீலைகள் செய்வானே லீலைகள் செய்வான் பாலகோபாலன் லீலைகள் செய்வானே, கண்ணன் லீலைகள் செய்வானே. சங்கரன் வந்தான், இந்திரன் வந்தான், சந்திர சூரியர் வந்தார், ஆலிலை மேலே துயில் கொள்ளும் அமுதை காண்கிலம் என்று வியந்தார். கண்ணன் லீலைகள் செய்வானே, லீலைகள் செய்வான் பாலகோபாலன், லீலைகள் செய்வானே, கண்ணன் லீலைகள் செய்வானே. Sangaran Vandan, Indiran Vandan, all these divine deities, they all came to see this little Krishna, how he's upholding this entire universe in his little belly. Same thing which he revealed for Yasoda when she asked, did you eat that dirt? He said, no, I didn't eat. No, your friends say that you ate it. No, they're all lying. They may be lying, but even Balaram Anna says that you ate that little dirt. You know, Mom, of late, even Balaram Anna is not speaking the truth, However he tried to convince, but she says, no. Open your mouth. Opens the mouth. Cosmic scene. Cosmic scene. The entire cosmos, and then the entire Bhartakhandam. In that Bhartakhandam you have this little village, Gokulam, and then Yasoda and Krishna scene, and inside that, it's like you keep like two parallel mirrors, and then infinite number of images, one inside the other, one inside the other, one inside the other, going, and then going and going. Alilai mele tuyil kollum amudai kangilam endru viyandar. We couldn't say him. Paarkadal thediye vandar. We couldn't say. Why we couldn't say him? Because such a cosmic scene, where is he? I couldn't see him. Number one, because the entire cosmos, where is Krishna? I couldn't see him. I couldn't see this little form, because he is this whole cosmos. Kangilam. Another explanation, we couldn't see him. Why? We couldn't behold this sight. Couldn't see him. Kangilam endru viyandar, kannan leelagal seivane. That is what Bhattapatra said. That is another reason why Andal and Periyalvar and Srivilliputhur is known for that. So we discussed so far what that city was, Srivilliputhur was, and the temple and the deity there. Now we would see Andal, which is the next topic in our discussion. And most of you know bhakti is of various types. You can serve the Lord as a servant, Dasa Margam, Saputra Margam, as a child, like Samandar did, and as a lover, as Manika Vasagar, Andal, Meera, they all did, or as a friend, as Sundaramurti Nayanar did, Tolar. So these are all different margas, different ways, paths that you can reach the Lord. And Andal chose the most joyous, that doesn't have any suffering, the path that's full of joy and love, because love is joy, love is bliss. She chose that path. I don't think she chose it, she was just born with it. Anyway, so Andal means one who ruled. Akshi, Andavan, Arasan. Andavan means one who rules, Lord, God. Andavan. Andal, one who rules. Ruled who? Ruled the Lord himself. How did she do that? She followed the modern business axiom and the modern business principle. What is that modern business principle? Create a demand and fulfill it. So what kind of demand she created? She just wore that garland and offered it to Vishnu and made him accustomed to that garland. That one day when Vishnu Chitta found out that this garland was Uchishta, was impure, then he made a fresh one. The Lord rejected it and they said, bring Andal's garland, the one that is worn by him. So that's how she rolled him. And the other name for Andal is Chudi Kodutta Sudar Kodi. Sudar Kodi. Wow. Kodi means a vine, lata, vine. Also the one with full of flowers, kodai. So what kind of a kodai? What kind of sudar kodi? Chudi kodutta sudar kodi. Look at that picture. That's exactly what that difference is. It looks like the chudi kodutta sudar kodi. The one who wore it, then gave it. Chudi, wearing it. Kodutta, giving. So wear and give. And the one who wore it and gave it. Yard sale. So she did a yard sale for Lord Vishnu. Every day. Good. Chudi kodutta sudar kodi. She created a demand, subjected the Lord to the habit of wearing a garland worn by her, and that's how she ruled him. Andal. Good. And her foster parents, of course, she was found under the Tulsi, were Vishnu Chittar and Virajai, that was the mother, and named Kodai, flowers strung together. And eventually in Sanskrit it got transformed into Goda, and that name gave a string of beautiful meanings. When they translated, when they converted Kodai into Goda, that thing. And then she grew up hearing the Leelas of Lord Krishna. And of course, as I said, she wore the garlands made by her father, and Vishnu Chittar happened to see it and rebuked her, and then made a fresh one and took it, and the Lord wouldn't take it. And eventually, as she grew up, as she learned the Katyayani Nonbu that was practiced by the Gopikas of Ayarpadi and Gokulam. And then she too observed that Pavai Nonbu, converting the entire Srivilliputhur into a place of observing this Nonbu. And she discarded the normal way of life meant for the girls of her age. So that is why, first thing you have to do to reach the Lord, you have to break your old habits. That Pavai Nonbu, she discarded the normal way of life meant for the girls of her age, sang Tiruppavai. She gathered all these little girls, the teenage girls, and then she rejoicingly commands the Lord. You see, Andal stands out among all the devotees completely. She just stands far away from all the devotees who worshipped God, whether Shiva or Vishnu, as a lover. Why she stands out? Because she had this conviction. It was a fact accomplished for her that she would marry Lord Narayana. People called her mad. People called her crazy. And then she even told them, this is how I would marry him. Varanamayiram, all these songs. How she describes that Varanamayiram in this poetry, amazing, beautiful poetry. It's all joy and celebration. So the whole path of Andal reaching Lord Ranganatha is a joyous path. For her it was like enjoyment. It was always a vaibhavam. It was a royal path through which she reached the Lord Ranganatha. And rejoicingly commands her. And not only that, she's just for him, that's accomplished. There's no, it is not even a faith, it's not belief. It's a fact. That's a done deal for her. Anyway, so finally, nobody would believe it until Lord Vishnu himself came and in the dream of Vishnu Chittar and said, don't worry, bring her, I'll marry her. She's right. So they take her. Not only in his dream, she even tells the king, Lord Vishnu tells the king, take your entourage and bring Andal in a nice celestial celebrating procession, and a procession of celebration. Bring her, and I will take her, I'll marry her. That's exactly what happened. She went in there and she did this such a young age. She did this, accomplished this. What took an entire lifetime for other devotees. Andal did it so joyously, in such a blissful way. That is Andal. Yeah, that's the entire story of Andal is captured much before even Andal appeared on this earth. This is by Appar. in 6th Tiruppavai. Munnai avanuடைய நாமம் கேட்டால், she heard his name. She heard Lord Krishna's name from Vishnu Chittar, from Periyalvar, Andal. And then she asked him, how does he look like? Murti avanirukkum vannam kettal, what is his complexion? That is why in Andal's Tiruppavai you see all this cloud colored Krishna. Murti avanirukkum vannam kettal. She asked Chittar, how does he look like? Tell me. Huh? Then avanuடைய ஆரூர் கேட்டால், where did he live? What did he do? So all these Bhagavata stories that you hear in Tiruppavai. Pinnam avanuடைய ஆரூர் கேட்டால். So Murti avanirukkum vannam kettal, how does he look like? So that, having heard all this, that's how she describes him in the pasurams also. And then she heard all the stories of Bhagavatam. Pinnai avanuடைய ஆரூர் கேட்டால், பெயர்த்தும் அவனுக்கே பிச்சியானால். Then she became what everybody else called her, a mad one, deranged mind one, pichiyanal. But that's all she had in his mind, only him. And what happened after that? Annayayum, attanayum, andre neethal. She didn't wait for a day more. The first one to leave, Annai, which means attachment. It's not that she ran away from the house, like it happens these days a lot. No. Internally, she discarded. Attanai means everything. But before that, Appar uses one word, Annayayum attanayum nita. She doesn't list anything else. The most hardest thing, girls, in a lot of ways attached to the mother. Even though mostly there may be some daughters that may be attached to the father, but then they're more close to the mother. Because there are certain things they talk to their mother freely, and they can't discuss with the father freely. Mother is also a friend. So mother is always number one in a girl's life. So that's why whatever event, childbirth, marriage, it's always mother is there with them, with the girls. So to renounce the mother is the most hardest thing. That is why Appar puts there Annayayum, Attanayum, and everything else, including the mother, Annai, mother, Attanayam, andre neethal. Right there, the same day. Once having heard who he was, having fallen madly in love with him, discarded everything. That was the only priority. The one and only priority. Not even priority. That was the only one thing. There was nothing else. And then what happened after? Akhandral, Akalidattar, Acharatai. She forgot all these customs. Oh, girls cannot go and seek their own spouses. Forget it. Akhandral, Akalidattar, Acharatai. Annai Marandal. That little I, that who Andal was, gone. The Namam Kettal, gone. Her name, I'm not who we think she was, who I think I was. That is gone. Became one with the Lord. Talaipattal Nangai, Talaivantale. Upper exact story of Andal. But in relation to Lord Shiva. And after that happened, all this marriage happened. Beautiful. All this thing happened. Vishnu Chittar was a typical father, right? ஒரு மகள் தன்னையுடையன், and he had only one. ஒரு மகள் தன்னையுடையேன் உலகம் நிறைந்த புகழால் திருமகள் போல வளர்த்தேன் செங்கன்மால் நான் கொண்டு போனான். Oh my Lord, I had only one daughter. That's all I had. தன்னையுடையேன் உலகம் நிறைந்த புகழால் திருமகள் போல வளர்த்தேன். I raised her just like Srivilliputhur, like a Lakshmi. I raised her like Lakshmi. ஒரு மகள் தன்னையுடையேன். I had only one daughter. That's all I had. Now உலகம் நிறைந்த புகழால் திருமகள் போல வளர்த்தேன். Just as to everybody prized her. I raised her in such a way to the prize of everybody. உலகம் நிறைந்த புகழால் திருமகள் போல் வளர்த்தேன். You know what happened? செங்கன்மால் தான் கொண்டு போனான். Oh, alas, he took her away. He took her away. It's a little kind of a lamenting here. But the other thing is, the Sambandhi problem, the fight Sambandhi, it was always there. even at the time of Periyalvar. Now you look what he is worried about. Perumagalai kudivalndu perumbillai petra Yasodai. He is worried about the mother-in-law now. Is he going to treat her properly? Is he going to treat her like a daughter-in-law? A typical mother-in-law, daughter-in-law. Look at, this worry was always there. Sambandhi problems, always there. So at any wedding, Hindu wedding, there have to be a Sambandhi fight. Okay, right, right. After the wedding, during the wedding, whatever. So, but this is a little bit thing here. Perumagalai kudivalndu. The what kudival Perumagalai means she was the greatest role model. Perumagal. Kudivalndu perum pillai petra. The one who had the greatest son, Krishna, Perumbillai Yasodai, Marumagalai kandu, after seeing the daughter, after receiving the daughter-in-law, Manattu Puranjayingolo. Would she do all the appropriate things that's supposed to be done? Would she receive her with affection? That's what his worry was. Anyway, but and Yasoda is Yasoda. She's not a typical mother-in-law, of course. Yeah. And now the other thing about Andal, she's one of the 12 Alvars and the only female Alvar. And as far as the time frame is concerned, 7th or 8th century AD, and they fix it in so many different ways. One was the time of the Pandya king that I was talking about. And then also in the Pasurans, Velli Elundu Vyalam Urangitru, which means the Venus rising and the Jupiter setting, which are astronomical events. So they calculate that astronomical event roughly around that time. And also during the time of that Sri Maravallaban. So 9th century, 8th, 9th century AD. But there are also some researchers, some thought that says that Andal is 3000, 4000 BC. And I will see why that is, why that is. And the important thing is here, she is the only female Alvar of Sri Andal, Srivilliputhur, right here among the 12 Alvars. And why is that some people consider? Because there is this one Pasuram in the Falasruti, Sangat Tamil Malai Muppadum Tappame, Sangat Tamil Malai Muppadum Tappame, Jingi Parisurappar, Hirandu Malvarai Tol, Sangan Dramagatu Salvat Tirumalal, Ingam Dravadal Betru, Inburva Rimba, Sangat Tamil Malai, because she put this word Sangat Tamil. You ready? You know how old is Sangat Tamil? 4,440 years before Christ, Mudal Changam, in South Madurai, then Madurai. Second Tamil Sangam, 3,700 years before Christ. That's about 5,700 years before. And the third Tamil Sangam was almost 2,000 years before, almost 4,000 years ago. And we have information literature from that time in existence today, from the second Tamil Sangam. And Tirumular was before all this. And now you can figure out known facts, the Tamil language is 7,000 years old. Much before the onset of Vedas, which is, they say, 3,000, 4,000 years. So, you can figure out. So that's why they say, because she says Sangat Tamil, so it's possible that Andal could be in this time frame 3,000 years ago. But there's not much evidence to support that theory, but because of this one word that comes Sangat Tamil Maalamappadum Tappame, there is more evidence to support the existence of Pandya kings in the 9th century, that Nedumaran, and then the Periyalvar's event. So all that go to support. But Sangat Tamil means it could be an adjective that she used to describe her pasurams. And also there are some archaeological evidences here that that they dug up in about that to say that this is 30,000 years ago, the Sangam period is not 7,000 like I said here. It's archaeological finds at Adirambakam, Pumbuha, that's a place in Tamil Nadu, said Sangam dates back to 30,000 years, which means that Tamil was 30,000 years. That is why there is a verb passage, there is a little verse in Tamil, something like, even before the stones were there, even before the dirt was there, Tamil was there. Mundondri Mutta Tamil. Thank you all, and we'll catch up. Send me an email or a text message if you have any questions. Then we'll continue with our introduction next week. Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karvavahai Tejasvinavaditamastu Mavahai. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om.